What is up guys, and welcome to another Red Dead Online video. Today we are talking about the future of Red Dead Online. Yesterday there was an interview between Rockstar and VG247 and they had a lot to say about the recent Frontier Pursuits update as well as what's going to be happening with the future of Red Dead Online. I'll leave a link in the description down below so you can read everything. I'm not going to be going through every little detail, I'm just going to be going over the stuff that stood out to me. If you have actually read through this already, leave it in the comments down below of the stuff that stood out to you. But the first thing is that properties will be coming to Red Dead Online, and we all sort of knew this was going to be happening. Back in January there was a ton of leaks to say that there are properties going to be added in the game, and I think some of them did have prices on. Obviously I think those prices are up for change as well as the different types of properties that we will be going to get, but they do plan on going to add them. The only thing that they say that's stopping them is finding a good time of when to add them. Adding a property is also going to bring away interest from the camp, so they want to make sure that they milk the camp pretty much as possible before it comes to the point of where you need to go and have a property. They do say that with these updates they are going to go and take their time, and I don't think they mean take their time as in it's going to take say 6 months for them to go and bring out an update, but I think instead they're not going to be jumping to the biggest possible thing that they can already do. And 100% Rockstar can already do this. They can already go and add heists into the game. They easily have the capability of doing it, but the problem with adding these heists is that you can't really build up on top of it. You can get heists and then after that that's already the most amazing thing in my head that I think you can go and do. So they're slowly easing up to the point of where it feels like progression, and then you go and get to the point of where now you have unlocked the skills and the abilities to go and do a heist. They do highlight progression throughout this whole interview. They want players to feel like they are progressing through the roles to the point of where they get to that massive thing towards the end. As they keep on adding new stuff with each update and as new players come and join the game, they want them to actually go through everything that we've gone through as an experience. So they want, as soon as a new player starts, for them to come into the game and then for them to go straight to the camp and then progress through the roles. As soon as you start, no matter whether or not it is today, whether or not it was a couple months ago, or whether or not it's a couple years from now, they want you to straight away go to that camp and then go and progress through what we've already got, as well as whatever new stuff is going to be added to the game. And I feel like this is a great thing, but my only problem with it is that they've put a price tag on the roles that we've got already. So there's already 15 gold bars for you to go into the trader, the bounty hunter, or the collector, which means as soon as the player starts, they have to then go to their camp, realize that, oh wait, I can't afford this because I've only just started and I've got nothing in my account, so now I have to go off and do a bit of hunting. So it's not exactly that way. They have still put something in the way of you going straight to the camp and then progressing through these roles, but I still kind of get what they mean, because once they do go and add properties in the game, I'm sure no player on day one will be able to go and afford that. They need to go and hunt, they need to go and do their daily challenges, they need to go and build up the gold, they then go into the camp, they then go through these roles, they start building up as much money as possible, and then they can still go off to go and do other roles, which I think will come next with some more roles to be added to the game. And then finally at some point we will get properties, and then that will be the next big thing. So with these roles they also want to carry on updating them, so as we go and get more roles in the future, which it does look like it will happen with these roles, I think it is a massive success despite all the bugs and all the glitches that have been happening. I do feel like roles is definitely the way to go. So as more roles get added, these roles won't just be completely forgotten about and they're fully 100% completed. No, they will still keep adding smaller things. So with the trader, I'm sure that you'll be able to go and get different dogs to go and defend your camp. Maybe there'll be a different way to go off and hunt to then go and bring supplies to cribs. You've then got the collector with Madame Lazar, where you'll be able to go and get different item sets, as well as there will be more collectibles added in the future. And then you've got the bounty hunter, which will then obviously offer different types of bounties, legendary bounties, once the next update comes. And then finally the last thing to talk about is single player DLC, Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare 2, and also whether or not there will be a map expansion, because people have glitched all the way over to Mexico within like the first month of Red Dead Redemption story last year, and people have found that you can go and find different buildings once you go to New Mexico, and it seems like that is no longer the case. It seems like that has been completely shut down. So even though there is stuff within Mexico, and even though people have come across or stumbled across what they believe to be a zombie of some sort within the game, and also a lot of speculation with there being single player DLC and people wanting single player DLC, DLC with say the Adler or going to Guam or something to do with Tahiti or where Dutch goes, no matter what that is. Unfortunately, that is not within the works and it's not something they plan as of right now. So that means it is up for subject to change within the futures, but when it says as of right now, I would assume within the next couple of years you will not be getting anything to do with what I've just said. Instead, what they will be focusing on is online. As a quote, it does say it's not something that we're focused on right now. We've obviously just released Frontier Pursuit, so our focus is building on top of that and expanding the player's experience in the world at the moment. But you know, we never say never, so we'll have to see where the future goes. So it could be in the works in a couple years from now, but as of right now, it is not a priority. Now this does also link over to the Australian classification board where people were thinking that was going to be single player DLC. Now that has been completely scrapped within this interview, so now it does mean that Bonaire, or they changed the name to Red Dead Redemption 2 as the title, it's most likely going to be the PC release. So we do have something like that to go and look forward to. So when it comes to this DLC, myself, I really did want to go and see it. It's very disappointing to see that they're not actually working on anything. I would have loved to have something because the story mode is by far the best in my opinion, and I would ditch online in a heartbeat just to go back to Red Dead Redemption 2 story or some DLC or even Undead Nightmare. I have also spoken before in quite a few different videos where I would love for Undead Nightmare to come to online, but within a couple years, as in say maybe 5 or 6 years from now, because in my opinion I think it would be absolutely ridiculous for them to go and add it right now and set that as a priority when you can do so many other things. But personally, at some point within this game, once it gets to the point of all the seriousness and all the role playing is done and people are starting to sort of leave it after say 5 or 6 years, at some point I would very much love to go and see the 4 horses of the apocalypse. I absolutely love them in Undead Nightmare and would love to go and see them again, as well as I would love some single player DLC, whether it be Undead Nightmare or something to do with one of the characters from the Vandalin game. But anyway guys, with all this information, what do you think about it? There are some other things within this as well, this interview, so definitely go to the link to go and check it out. I have just highlighted some of the stuff that's big to me, but do you think like this is a good thing? Are you happy that they are focusing on online, or do you wish they would ditch online and just go back to story mode because that is what you want and you think it will do a lot better? Leave all your thoughts in the comments down below. But anyway guys, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. But for now, I'm going. So see ya.